Hey everybody, it is Nerdad. We are back playing Baldur's Gate 3 again. Hope y'all had a good Christmas, good holiday, and a happy new year, as the song goes. We will be jumping right back into Baldur's Gate, but the very first thing is it's been a little while since we played, so we are definitely going to review our quest list. So our big thing right now is everything is pointing over to Moonrise Towers. So we need to head over in that direction. And we have a couple of different ways that we can go about doing that. One is traveling through the mountain pass, and the second one is traveling through the Underdark. There are kind of two phases to the Underdark. The first phase is just the Underdark. And then the second phase is uh, Grimforge, like the area surrounding Grimforge. There's a whole Dwergar town there and a whole bunch of stuff to do in that area. And then from there, you can head over into the Shadow Curse lands. This will ultimately be the path that we take whenever it is time to get into the Shadow Curse lands. But our other option is traveling through the Mountain Pass. And the Mountain Pass, it does have the Githyanki Kresh in that direction. So we will be involving Lae'zel if we when we go in that direction, because we definitely do want to take care of a few things with the Kresh, and we also want to get Lae'zel to stop talking about the Kresh. So we'll be going that way, if only to get Lae'zel to stop talking about it. So otherwise, like some of the things that are going on in Moonrise Towers is there is something going on with the Shadow Curse lands that the Druid Halsin kind of alluded to and will continue to allude to. And again, this has something to do with Moonrise Towers, and we'll be digging a lot more into that during Act 2. Incidentally, Act 2 is a really good act. It's short. It's not short, but it's shorter, I would say. And the I feel like the narrative is a little bit more focused. So pretty cool. But in that general direction, there are a couple of other things that are going on, like the Night Song is somewhere. We actually don't know exactly what's going on. The last thing that we heard about the Night Song is that we solved a puzzle in the Goblin camp, revealing a secret passage that leads underground. But we will be getting more into that towards the end of Act 1 and getting into Act 2. We also have a few things that are going on with our friends. So the last thing that happened with Lae'zel and Shadowheart, they have been at each other's throats, and the last thing that happened with them is they were literally at each other's throats. But nothing actually happened with that. So we'll just keep on going with that. I will say, Act 2 is almost like the Shadowheart act. There's a lot going on with Shadowheart in Act 2. We also are trying to upgrade Karlach's containment device for her Fireheart or whatever. And that one's pretty straightforward at this point. We'll get more into Karlach's. Sorry if I said Shadowheart earlier, I meant Karlach. We'll get more into Karlach's story as we continue to upgrade and continue to pass through that. One of the things that is definitely happening that is pointing us to Moonrise Towers is that Will's father is Duke Ravengard, and he was captured by a bunch of drow and taken in the direction of Moonrise Towers. So we have to head in that direction to head in that. All right. So Githyanki Warrior for Lae'zel's quest. It really is at this point heading to the Githyanki Kresh. I always give Lae'zel static because she is super cranky, but I feel her. She's might be my spirit animal, but no, her side quest, her story is actually pretty cool. It's pretty cool. There's a lot of soul searching that's involved in Lae'zel's side story. A bunch of general stuff going on with Astarion. There's not too much that we need to do right now. He's a vampire. His master was Cazador. His master's still around there and kind of searching for him. And then, what's going on with Gale? is that we found out that Gale had a fling with the goddess of magic, Mistra, like the actual goddess, and he tried to impress her by giving her like like a nuclear bomb of magic, and but it was corrupted and it kind of backfired on him, and so now that orb is inside of him and is kind of stabilized right now, but he needs a more permanent way to stabilize that, and we'll get into that more in Act 2. All right. And I think that we are good with these quests. There is a couple of side quests that we have in the Underdark, like finding the Adamantine Forge and saving some Grimforge gnomes that we found out from a dark gnome, or a deep gnome, sorry, that was hanging out in the Myconid colony, which, incidentally, we need to head towards to complete a quest. Actually, a couple of quests. So we'll head into the Underdark right now. Oh, but we do have somebody that wants to chit-chat with us. And the person that wants to chit-chat with us is Puppy. So let me take a look. Yeah, we just finished up with a long rest, and so everybody is topped off. So the very first thing that I'm going to do is drink me an animal speaking potion. But doink. And we'll go ahead and talk to Scratch.
The dog is unable to speak through the small bag he holds in his mouth.
What have you got there, Scratch?
I don't know. Maybe you can tell me. All I know is I thought of you when I saw it.
He's so sweet. Oh, he's so sweet. All right, he gets a pet for that. So yeah, Scratch will occasionally come back to camp, and he'll have items that he's found, and he'll bring it to you. They're little minor items, but it's nothing compared to the warmth of heart that you feel seeing Scratch bringing you things, and him telling us that that he thought of us whenever he saw it. Yeah, I know, he's just the sweetest little guy.
Hello. You are not food. You are friend.
We also have the owlbear cub in our camp now. Let's see. Yeah, you like it here, huh?
Nice here. The caves smell like rotting meat. Goblin coat smells like goblins.
I love his voice. Pet the cub.
Ooh, more.
He's demanding for a cub. So yeah, now we have got Scratch and the owlbear cub all in the same camp, and it's just adorable. It's just adorable. All right, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna go ahead and jump back over to the Myconid colony, in part so that we can finish up with our post-long rest duties and responsibilities, which is just buffing everybody. There we go. Couldn't find the Myconid colony for a second there. All right. So first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna have Gale get his familiar out. Take off grease. Actually, no. I have a policy to take off damage dealing spells whenever I've got like these switch outs going. And the reason that I wanted to go to the Myconid colony first is because it makes casting aid a little bit easier, because all the people that I want are kind of already grouped up. All right. So now that that is going on, let's go ahead and go back to camp, and the camp will be the Underdark camp, which is just delightful. All right, and we will... No, I don't... Gale is still moving. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and talk to all the people in our party and get them out, and then we'll use the hirelings and start getting buffs in place. And again, this is kind of the reason that I wanted to use the Myconid colony, is because Aid is a spell that does everybody within a certain radius rather than being a spell that is cast on specific people. And And so you need all of your people all in roughly the same area. And depending on what your party members are, you can usually find a camp that meets your needs, that fits your needs.
Oh, darling,
Yeah.
It sounds...
Get
You know,
Shadowheart.
I've been catching myself, if you're sure.
I do kind of feel bad because she's like, I just love your company so much. I'm smiling and it's never happened before. Oh, you want me to leave? Oh.
Fine.
All right, and let's talk to Gale and get him out of here. Incidentally, Gale is the problem. So actually, you know what? I am not gonna get Gale in the party. It might be a little bit easier if I just leave him in there and get everybody in there. And we will talk to Sir Fuzzalump first.
This vessel is at thy disposal.
And yeah, we'll talk to Danton.
This
next.
vessel is this.
Because Danton is pretty direct in what I need him to do, because it's really just good berries. Let's see here. Yeah. And again, for those not in the know, good berries are fantastic because they are little mini potions. Not that potions are hard to come by in the slightest bit, but the nice thing about the good berries is they are free. You can just summon them as you want at the beginning of the day. It just costs spell slots. And on top of that, one of the really cool things is that the good berries provide 1 camp supply per good berry, which is great because at this level, at level 5, all of the good berries, all the spell slots that we suck up with the good berries will almost completely cover a long rest. In the harder modes, they'll cover like half of the long rest, which is significant. All right, and let's go ahead and talk to Danton, get him out of the party.
This vessel is at thine disposal. Thou art.
And get Zenith in.
This vessel is at
And now, let's start with the casting. Oh, excuse me. All right. Warding Bond, that is going to go on Nerdad. And let's see, we'll go ahead and cast Light on Nerdad as well. And Protection from Poison is going to go on Shadowheart. And it's going to go on Astarion. And it's going to go on... We'll just have Zenith move way the heck over here. All of my spells are like all rearranged and not where I want them to be. I think that's everything. It's protection from poison. Okay. And Warding Bond. And then we're going to want aid. So we're going to move Zenith back over here, and we'll have Gale move this way. And again, you have to be a little quick. Not super quick, but a little bit quick. Because whenever I move Gale way the heck up here, I have to switch over to Zenith, and as soon as I do, Gale will start walking back to his assigned location. So the strategy with this is if you have 2 party members in camp that are close to each other, that's your spot. I guess technically you're going to need 3 because you need Zenith in that same spot as well. Otherwise, Zenith will walk back to his original location. But you want 2 in roughly the same spot. Aid does have a pretty large range, but even regardless, you need to be a little bit careful. So with the 2 party members close to each other, with Zenith nearby, you're going to move your main character into that area, and then the one who is far away, put him in the path of the camp, and they go a little bit farther so that he walks through the area that you want to cast aid in. So,
looking ahead.
Check it out. Gale is walking, but we cast aid, and we are good. All right, and we are done with Zenith, I believe.
Still breathing.
Yep, he is
Despite
out
everything.
of his spell slots. So good.
This vessel is at thy disposal. Thou art.
All right. So next up, we have got a whole bunch of alchemy to take care of. And the reason that I do this with the bench team is because Sir Fuzzalump, which incidentally is also the best name quite possibly ever, Sir Fuzzalump is a transmutation wizard. And a transmutation wizard, whenever they are making potions, they have the potential to make an extra potion based off of their medicine, a medicine check. So it just gives you an extra potion for the stuff that you make. And if you have a high wisdom, which I have made sure that Sir Fuzzalump does have a high wisdom, you actually can get a large number of extra potions, which is just wonderful. All right. So diluted oil of sharpness. I do need to... Uh-oh. I may have... let's see. Alchemical extracts. I need to... I shouldn't have done that. Whoops. So I got a couple of alchemical reagents, like the tongue of madness and let's see, Timus spores, which are actually full-on alchemy reagents. So I need to make sure I don't use these things up. So what I'm gonna do is we'll head back over to Aemilium right now, and have him.
So that's what people mean when... All right.
And complete that quest so that we don't accidentally lose our reagents. Because, you know, that's how that goes. I will take Sir Fuzzalump with us just so we don't have to worry about switching in and out. Hopefully Astaria's okay. It doesn't feel, you know, betrayed.
Is my species evolving?
Perhaps, but at such an accelerated rate.
I'm going to go ahead and save. It's been, well, I guess not too terribly long since I made a save, but I do want to make, like, major saves before, like, fairly large plot points.
I greet you, child of the sun. How has your search for the mushrooms fared?
You notice he doesn't ask for the Tongue of Madness, he asks for the mushrooms. You know what? We're gonna start asking him. How did you escape your colony? We'll get a little bit of backstories with Aemilium.
I was born with a propensity for arcane magic my people despise. It gave me the strength to resist the Elder Brain. Every waking hour I pushed back against its dire hold. My wizardry empowered me. The moment its control shattered, I fled. Before the colony discovered I had defected.
How do you survive? Don't you need brains?
In the beginning, I had an arrangement with a lich. Excellent company, despite what one would expect. I required brains, he required souls. A perfect symbiosis.
Yeah, if you're
But our
horrible.
ambitions eventually splintered. I wished to better the world, and he preferred its rot. So I left his company, and thus I now feed from those who act against the society's goals.
See, he and Astarion would have a lot to talk about. There's no trusting a mind flayer. Attack! Best way to deal with that sort of hunger, I suppose.
Perhaps the peoples of the Underdark will be less inclined to violence if they comprehend the cost, yes?
So, Funnystein, that's a really good question. Was the Lich Withers? Maybe. Who knows? Alright. Refresh my memory. What do you need for the potion?
A tongue of madness and the spores from a Timus mushroom. You may find them in nature or the nearby cleric's tower. Be cautious. Those that have taken root are quite dangerous.
Hey, still gaming. So yeah, quick recap for those that are just joining. So we just did a long rest, so we're doing the long rest stuff, and we're talking to Amelium because actually this is worth just bringing up in general because we haven't talked about this particular quest. But so what's going on? We've got the tadpoles in our brains. They're mind flayer tadpoles. Oh look, we have a friendly mind flayer right here. He took a look at the tadpoles, and he saw that the tadpoles were like different somehow. And so he wants to concoct an alchemical potion that will limit, like kind of like block the effect of the tadpole so that he can check it out a little bit more fully. And, we have the side benefit of not having an active tadpole in our brain. So we had to get these pretty rare, pretty dangerous alchemical reagents and the long rest trauma. And we're now bringing the alchemical reagents to him to see what happens. All right, I found those mushrooms you were looking for.
These are fine specimens. It will only take me a moment to brew them to proper potency.
Ormelium turns away to prepare the potion, lost in its own.
Stab him in the
musing.
back!
You must drink the entire draught. I can make no promises as to its taste.
So every now and again, because Nerdad is so short, like the camera's kind of looking upward at Omelium, and you can't normally, all you see like on Mind Flayers is, the tentacles and stuff, but every now and again, like you see the teeth, the nasty pointy teeth, like in the sideways mouth that Mind Flayers have. And honestly, like Omelium's like nice and comforting, I guess. Nice having a friendly Mind Flayer, but then you like see those teeth and you're like, oh gosh! What exactly is this going to do to me?
It will lower the psionic defenses around the lava. If I cannot remove it, I may still be able to tell
See,
you
there's the
more
teeth.
about its origin.
Ormelium watches you with cautious intensity. It expects doubt. It expects fear.
What aren't you telling me? Is this experiment dangerous?
Only in that you may be a danger to yourself. What the potion may make you see or feel, I cannot determine. But unless you are already a step from death, it will not kill you.
Still gaming. Nerdad's not a Lalafell. He's a dwarf. Drink the potion.
The potion is disgusting beyond description. The only mercy is that it goes down quickly.
Not a drop left. Very good. As the potion influences your mind, you may find yourself acting irrationally. Try and stay focused.
The world loses its edges, its finer boundaries. You are fluid, but trapped like a creature suspended in amber.
Just like in Jurassic Park. He's so is a Lalafell. Alright, draw on your willpower and resist, and focus on the present, not the illusion. So that's an intelligence saving throw. This is a wisdom. We're totally doing wisdom instead. Get some resistance going. Kind of close.
Dark holes bite at the edges of your vision, but the void cannot draw you in. The tadpole spasms, seizes. It's fighting the potion even harder than you are. Fear pierces your mind like knives of ice. The parasite digs deeper, as if it means to hollow out your
I
skull.
like the little dance that Nerdad's doing here. Let's see. Wisdom saving throw, intelligence saving throw. Drown out the tadpole by focusing on a tune. That sounds great. Oh, yeah, I don't want plus. Okay, see, that's way better.
The cold blades lose their edge.
That is some crazy
You are
potion.
stalwart, turning that tide of fear against itself. The parasite swells with power, more power than you have ever felt before. It surges edges and twists, lashing out against that which would dare to intrude. The parasite in your mind quiets, pleased with itself.
What's a great little...
Omelo, are you well?
That lava is like nothing I have ever observed before. Its power is unsettling.
So yeah, it is some crazy potion. My headcanon is that's how Nerdad acts drunk as well. Just I'm sure I think they pay the narrator. I don't know. We'll have to ask her. Send her a letter in the mail and find out. She does a fantastic job though. I tell you guys, I was a little uncertain about what I would think about having a narrator like that. Especially one that like has so much inflection in every single thing that she says. But you know what? I'm sold. I am so sold. Having played, a good amount of this game, I am super sold. She does such an amazing job. All right. I felt it grow inside me. There's more power than ever. That potion of yours could have killed me. The tadpole almost did the same. You were supposed to make it weaker, not stronger. Yeah, let's do this first one. That's all paladin-y.
Such an outcome was not in my calculations. There is more to this being than mere stasis.
Let's see. So I went through all this, and the tadpole's still lodged in my brain. What's next? Cutting off my own head. I suppose it's not all bad. More power is better than less. Yeah, we'll do this one.
Yet that power may grow beyond your control. I have another intermediate solution, if you are in need. I possess a ring of mind shielding. It prevents elder brains from noticing my presence. It will not remove the lava, but it will limit its influence, both positive and negative. I would offer it as a gift, but in truth, the ring is priceless. Is there anything you could offer me in turn?
Let's see. Why didn't you mention the ring before this potion debacle? I have gold. Will that suit? No, I want this power. Keep your ring. How about I tell you more about the Nautiloid, every last detail? And either give me the ring or I'll run you through.
A fascinating topic indeed. What can you tell me?
Let's see. Performance, intelligence. It's a +3 either way. What race would Mind Flayers be in Final Fantasy? Oh, gosh. I mean, no playable race, definitely. I don't know. I can't think of anything in Final Fantasy XIV that would match up with a Mind Flayer. But if anybody has any suggestions, I would love to know in the chat or in the comments. All right, give a dramatic retelling of your time on the Mind Flayer ship. Offer a detailed logical analysis of the Nautiloid. We'll do intelligence. Since I've got the warped headband of intellect anyway, I mean, may as well make use of it. That's exactly what I expected. Ooh, I only have 1 inspiration. I mean, I've got plenty of gold if he's looking for gold.
I am afraid you have not offered any information I do not already.
There was a good shot of his mouth. Why didn't you mention this ring before the potion debacle? Yeah, let's get some answers.
Because removal seemed preferable to negation.
That mouth, I
And
swear.
I must admit, I was curious to study the tadpole myself.
I have gold. Will that suit?
My research is in perpetual need of funding. Yes, I am willing to accept your coin.
You know what? I actually don't even need this ring. I'm making a big show of needing it, or of trying to get it, but I really don't need it. Couple of things I do need in here, though. Like this one, the Pearlescent Restoration is really good. So you're going to replenish expended spell slots of your choice. Really, really good. Any way to get spell slots back is awesome. The Ring of Mind shielding you advantage on saving throws against Charmed. See, the actual ring itself, not super great. Shade Spell Circlet. While the wearer is obscured in shadow, their spells gain a +1 bonus to spell save DC, making them more likely to succeed. This is super situational. You can usually find shadows in combat. Like, it's pretty rare that you can't, but and a +1 bonus to the spell save DC is pretty nice, but even still, not super excited about this. Let's see, in Creation's Echo, if the wielder deals acid, fire, lightning, or radiant, or necrotic damage, it becomes resistant to that damage for 2 turns. I'm not a huge fan of this one. But, Elixir of Psychic Resistance. You do gain resistance to psychic damage until a long rest. This is really situational. It can be really nice in certain locations, but not super. More food for Gale. Yep. So this amulet I definitely want. Oh, I didn't talk about this because it's kind of, this one's cool. It has like one of the coolest words in this game. So the special ability with this is Arcane Echo Malefaction. So when the wearer inflicts a condition upon a hostile creature, they also inflict 2 turns of reverberation. And actually, reverberation can be pretty crazily manipulated. Here, let's just read the reverberation. So whenever something gets affected or is affected by reverberation, they have a -1 penalty to Dex and Strength and Constitution saving throws, which is really good. Like, especially Dexterity and Constitution. Those are major saving throws. Strength, yes, if you're doing a lot of pushing. I don't generally do a lot of pushing, but there are really good ways to kill things instantly by pushing. So, kind of good. When the entity has 5 or more turns of reverberation, it takes 1 to 4 thunder damage and possibly falls prone, and the condition is removed afterwards. Creatures immune to thunder can't receive reverberation. So this right here is the really good thing. Like, if you stack your sources of reverberation, you can actually get 5 stacks of reverberation on something, like in a single swipe. And the cool thing is that has a pretty darn good chance of knocking your targets prone. And actually, I believe that the saving throw for knocking things prone is going to be a Dex saving throw, which are already has a penalty to it. So pretty awesome. Like, reverb, if you want to stack it, is a really good thing to stack. So I am going to go ahead and grab this one. This has a potential use in a particular barbarian build that focuses on reverberation that I might give a try later on. The Ring of Salving is another really cool one. You restore an additional 2 hit points every time you heal another creature. I will probably give this to Shadowheart. So we're going to go ahead and grab this as well. We're going to grab those boots. Who am I kidding? I'm just going to grab all these. I like collecting stuff. And heck, the elixirs will drop as well. All right. So we're going to go ahead and sell things because, that's how that works. Sell all this junk too. Remember, got to collect everything so that... Oh, what? There we go. Oh, there is something else that I need to mention. So 1064. Yeah, it's not too bad. Or 1064. Where did I get that? 1624 gold. That's the weirdest thing.
May it serve you as well as it has served me.
That could mean any number of things.
Of course, the lava remains. Be ever vigilant of its growth.
What if I'm intentionally plugging earth sites in there? All right. So, Ring of Mind Shielding. I really don't care too much about this. I will drop this off on Gale. Oh, actually, we dropped off all of our unique items that Gale was carrying into whatever that place is, into camp. Yeah, he's got Key of the Ancients right now. I am gonna go ahead and toss. I'm gonna go ahead and toss the Shadespell Circlet on there. I'll replace that as soon as I have something better, which shouldn't take too long. But the the Boots of Stormy Clamor, that goes on there. I'm going to keep the Silver Pendant. Uncovered Mysteries I'll keep as well. All right, Ring of Salving, I will go ahead and toss that onto Shadowheart, but let's see what she's got. Yeah, Color Spray, I can easily replace that. I will say again, so Shadowheart, we're going with like a thunder, like a lightning damage build, and the lightning damage is so crazy, like once per day. I mean, it's in general pretty good regardless, but I'm not the biggest fan of this. I might just switch her back to a full-on cleric. I do like the fact that there's a lot of extra healing, which decreases the number of rests that we have to take. I don't really care too much. I do like the character of Shadowheart, and I do want to keep her in the party. And her backstory is so critically a cleric that I don't want to change her class too much either. I just feel like that's narratively not what I'm looking for. All right, let's see. The Ring of Mind Shielding, I'm just going to toss over to Gale as well. Creation's Echo, yeah, I don't really care about that one. That goes into the collection. The Pearl of Power, though, that is definitely going on Gale. More spell slots, the better. And Spectator's Eyes are going to go into Gale's little collection over there as well. Okay, the cool thing, and I swear, I really don't think that this was a thing before, but it'll take me a second to find this. Maybe interface. Yeah, this right here. So, in the past, I have complained that that whenever you move anything with a stack, it automatically brings up the stack dialogue. Hey, guess what this is? This is exactly the option that I have wanted my entire life, and again, either was implemented recently or I just didn't see, which makes me upset. But what this does is it turns off that stack splitter UI whenever you move a stack of items automatically. So that is exactly what I wanted. All right. So with us safely having done the alchemical reagents and stuff, we'll go back to Sir Fuzzalump making all this stuff. Let's go ahead and move that over there. So I definitely do not want Nerdad doing all of that. All right. So Sir Fuzzalump has all this. Let's check him out and see what we need. Diluted Oil of Sharpness is pretty darn good. Oil of Accuracy is pretty good as well. I like Diluted Oil of Sharpness a little bit better. I think I have plenty of those. We do have a new a new recipe. That's the Fungal Bamboozler. Let me see what this does. Let's see. Oh, it inspires confusion and everything. All right, that's fine. I don't care. I don't use grenades too much. Maybe I should, but potions and elixirs are where it's at. So, Potion of Glorious Vaulting, I really don't need because I have Gale in the party. He can cast Jump. He can do it as a ritual, so that's totally fair. I don't need that. Same thing with Featherfall. Potion of Animal Speaking is definitely one that we need, and Potion of Mind Reading is also one. In fact, let me take a look at how many animal potions we have got. 6. Yeah, we're going to need some more. With animal speaking potions, those last for the entire day. I like having a little bit extra. Potion of Mind Reading. Let's see how we're doing on that. Only 4? Oh my gosh. Yeah, let's get some more of those. And elixirs are where it is at. So the big elixirs that we want are Hill Giant, Vigilance is okay. It's not super great. Fire resistance elixirs are pretty darn good. My main purpose for fire resistance elixirs is for Joaquin's Rest. If you really want to go that direction, it makes Joaquin's Rest super easy, which is the inn on fire. If y'all remember that from way back. But the potion that is just the best is Elixir of Bloodlust. Looks like I can only make one of those. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to have Shadowheart cast Guidance on my guy. And with that, we're going to enter turn-based mode so that we have Guidance during all of this alchemy, brewing, I want to call it. That way we can hopefully get some extras. So, craft item. Critical fail right off the bat on the one that I really wanted. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. Elixir of Barkskin. It's okay. Elixir of Greater Arcane Cultivation. I might do that one. Because, yeah, all the ones that I really want, like Hill Giant Strength and Bloodlust and Arcane Cultivation, I really don't have too much option. Arcane Cultivation's nice, too. I'll just go ahead and do that. Gosh, did I fail another one? Yeah, these are DC 15 medicine checks, which, I mean, Sir Fuzzlump does have a good amount. He's got +4 on his wisdom, and then +3 for his proficiency. So, I mean, it's +7. I just need 8. And then I've also got guidance, so a minimum of 1, which I got on this one. So, yeah, just need a 7 or higher, really, and that's depending on what I get from guidance. So, yeah, not going to make any of these other ones. Peerless Focus helps with concentration checks. That can be nice, but it's Tadpole Elixir. Not totally sure what this does. So, we're going to make it and check it out. Gain Psionic Weakening and Psionic Enrichment. Let's see, affected entity has disadvantage on Constitution, Wisdom, and Intelligence saving throws. Replaces effects from other elixirs. Yep. And after using a tadpole power, affected entity gains advantage on all attacks for 3 rounds. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. This Psionic Weakening, though, is terrible. Like, for example, I would never, ever, ever think about putting this on a caster just because concentration checks are Constitution checks. You never want disadvantage on a concentration check. So it is absolutely out for any caster that's going to be doing a concentration. So that means that Nerdad's out, Gale's out, Shadowheart is out. That leaves Astarion, but actually that would work out pretty well for Astarion. He would be using tadpole powers kind of regularly, and really nice if Astarion gets advantage on all attacks. So this might be okay for Astarion. But man, that disadvantage on Constitution and Wisdom saving throws is just brutal. That is brutal. We gotta move this over to Nerdad. Alright, what else can we make? Potions. Yeah, we wanted to make mind reading potions. Failed one, that's fine. Let's see. Featherfall. Animal speaking. Oh, dang. Can make a lot of these. Antidote. Yeah, we'll make all these. Yeah. Cool. That should be more than enough for right now. Alright. Oh, so elixirs go over to Nerdad, and potions go over to Shadowheart. Oh, I dropped an elixir in there. Silly me. If I can find it. That's what the sort by type is, right? Or that's why we want sort by type. May as well organize my inventory while I'm in here, you know. Goodness gracious. Here we go. Yeah, there's that elixir. We do need potions of speed as well, but hyena ears are a little hard to come by. So we gotta hold off on that. Tadpole elixir, yeah, that goes over there too. Alright, cool. It's worth mentioning that we're pretty darn close to level 6. It's not going to be too much longer before we hit that. Which is just dandy, because level 6 isn't as important as level 5, but hey, it's always fun to level up, right? Okay. We are back in camp. Sir Fuzzalump has done his thing. Let's see. Oh, we also need to make sure that we have a transmuter stone, which I believe Astarion already has. Nope, totally wrong. He does not have that. Transmuter stones are pretty fantastic when you can actually cast them. Oh, maybe that's a level 6 thing. Spoilers, guys. So transmuter stones are really cool. So transmutation wizards can create a transmuter stone, and the transmuter stone has all kinds of different effects. Like, you can get dark vision. The big one is you get an additional 10 feet of movement, which is exactly what I want it for. And you can only make one, but after you cast a transmutation spell, you can create another one. Or not another one, but you can replace your existing transmutation stone with another effect. So, cool. We are done with that. Now we need to get elixirs in place. But first, I believe that we are done with Sir Fuzzalump. So poor Sir Fuzzalump goes back to the bench. Nope. And oh,
this
that's his
vessel
shit
is at thy disposal.
Yeah.
Do what thou wilt. Thou art.
I like that they're returning to camp, even though these side characters never, ever, 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 ever leave camp. All right. Elixirs. Oh, first, Astarion. Let's get him back in party.
Hello, my dear. Lead.
All right. Now, elixirs. So, we're running super low on elixirs of bloodlust. We got another one, so here, let's organize these as well. Oh, we have a good amount, but we're going to be using at least 2, like one for Nerdad, one for Astarion, just because those guys kind of need it. And then the question is always, it's weird. Oh, that's a potion of vitality. I do not want that in that area. That goes over to Shadowheart. But it looked like an elixir of bloodlust. That's why I got confused. All right. No, that's a potion too. No, it's not. All right, never mind. I take it all back. Okay, Gale. Gale is going to drink Arcane Cultivation. And hopefully it doesn't do that thing where he goes every single time I click on him or have him move, or it's annoying. All right, Shadowheart is going to get a Hill Giant Elixir, I believe. Not that she really needs it, but I really don't have another elixir that I would like for her to drink. It's fine. And then Astarion and Nerdad are both going to get Bloodlust Elixirs. And if you haven't been around, what a Bloodlust Elixir does is whenever you kill something, you get a whole nother action, and you also get some temporary HP. Really, really nice, especially for Astarion, because Astarion can just mow down and like almost an entire room of smaller, weaker minions, and just get like an extra action and go to town even more. Combine that with a potion of speed, and he gets, 3 actions, and each one of those actions gets an extra attack. So potentially 6 attacks on one turn, plus he gets, his multiple bonus actions, which is just so much damage that he can output. And then for Nerdad, I want the Elixir of Bloodlust because that allows him to smite the crap out of things, and we always want smiting the crap out of things. And speaking of, we're going to go ahead and get Armor of Agathis on Nerdad, because he is a Warlock, and I did not mean to cast that using my actual level 1 spell slot. That really sucks. I'm really upset with myself right now. It is worth noting. So we made Nerdad into a multi-class, a paladin warlock multi-class, and it's okay. As of right now, it is not super great because the main reason for getting this is because warlocks, a Pact of the Blade warlock, can get an extra attack, and that will stack with the extra attack from a paladin. It will not stack in honor mode, definitely, and might not stack in tactician mode either. I'm not totally sure, but we don't have either of those extra attacks right now, so it's a little. This class is a little painful. I might switch Nerdad over to a Sorkaden, so a multi-class sorcerer and paladin. And then once he's higher level, I'll switch back to warlock whenever he's got the extra attacks and see how that works. In fact, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now because I do like. Oh no, I do not want to do that because he's got all the elixirs and buffs and everything. Dang it. The elixirs stick, but the buffs do not. And I don't have the spell slots on my guys to recast all that crap. Fine. Remind me to do that next time I take a long rest. In fact, I'll write that down, dang it all. Respec Nerdad to Sorkaden after next long rest. Cool. Next time, yeah. So in another like 5 episodes, because I have a tendency to not take very many long rests. All right, let's get on out of here.
Have you spoken with Skris lately?
Next thing that we want to do is...
She is cataloging coital and fertility rituals.
I was gonna go by each one of the vendors, but I think we're okay. We've got a good amount of gold. We can chill out a little bit.
Welcome back. Have you made any new discoveries?
Yeah, were you here when the Duergar attacked?
I observed the fight from a distance. Combat is not my field of expertise, but the Myconids handled themselves well enough.
I don't pronounce it that way. I always pronounce it Myconids. Maybe I should change. Do you have anything interesting to
I
trade?
do enjoy a good bargain. If anything in my private collection is to your liking.
You know, I really should do the vendors first because they oftentimes have, reagents and stuff that I can use to make all kinds of things. All right. I am not super up to date with these scrolls that I need for Gale. So let me check. The main one that I want... Scroll of Vampiric Touches. Yeah, okay. Scorching Ray is always good. Glyph of Warding is the one that I definitely want, though.
Very well.
So let me check and see if he's got Glyph of Warding. Glyph of Warding, he does. Alright, so we don't need that. And let's go on down to the alchemical reagent person down here.
That old idiot.
Again, I should have just done this before I did all the alchemy. I'm having the hardest time saying, like, alchemy. I keep on wanting to make it, like, way more complicated than what it needs to be. Alright.
We'll be clearing out soon enough. You come across a noble stock mushroom about, you give it here. Gods know I've earned it.
If y'all remember, I actually had the Noble Stock. The Noble Stock is really good at healing things, and Shadowheart ate it and remembered a little bit of information about her childhood. Show me your wares. Hey, lots of stuff in here. Hill Giant Strength, I do want that one. Oil of Accuracy, Elixir of Dark Vision. Nope. Elixir of the Colossus can be really nice. We'll go ahead and grab these. Jeez Louise, it doesn't want to click on that thing. Potion of animal speaking. Yeah, I don't really need any of this other stuff. Ah, we do want this though. See, look at me actually paying for my alchemical reagents instead of stealing them. I feel like I'm growing as a person. I will take all that. Oh, one more. Anything else that I'm going to want? Doesn't look like it. so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to jump over to Emerald Grove, and we'll buy alchemical reagents and scrolls from Aaron, or Aaron, or however you say that. Always fun doing the the long rest rituals. Oh, I shouldn't say the word rituals, because that means something totally different. Always fun doing the long rest procedure? Is that what I'm looking for? We'll call it procedure. Long rest procedure. That sounds good. Why did I put those smoke powder barrels there? That seems a little dangerous. Alright, Aaron.
It'll take a while for us all to recover, but you've helped us take the first step.
I know, yeah.
Of course.
Alright, what you got, my guy? Where'd all this stuff come from? It always throws me off when I see these, like, glowing boots. I feel like they are way more important than what they actually are. Greater Invis, we'll take that one. Or I should already have haste. Dimension Door, I don't know if I have. I'm pretty sure I have Sleet Storm. Stinking Cloud I'll take anyway, just because it's always nice to have extra. I do have Wall of Fire. Oh, wait, no, I don't think I do. Alright, fine. One of those. Alright, fine. What was I saying? I think I was saying something. I totally lost my train of thought. Hey, there was a hill giant finger in there. That means more hill giant elixirs that we can make. But we don't have enough of them. Alright. Think we are nice and good. There is still the vague possibility that I'm going to take Astarion and steal the crap out of this guy. Specifically all his money.
May you keep balance.
The balance would be you not having the gold that you currently have. Alright. I think we are good and we can actually move along. Oh, no, there is one more thing that we need to do. I'm going to ungroup Astarion. And we're going to move the rest of everybody over to the Myconic colony. And did I do the mind reading potion for Nerdad? I did not. Let's get that before I forget. Cool. There we go. Yeah. Just wanted to make sure it was actually showing up and I didn't just miss it the first time. Cool. Alright. Sneak. And let's bite. Tomfoolery like that is not allowed here. I love how the vampire biting someone on the neck while he's sneaking around behind him is referred to as tomfoolery. Alright, back to my comic. Everybody gets grouped up. And
breathe deep and move.
We'll go ahead and report our status, because we did have a quest to take out the Dwargar in the area. The competing sovereign also came with us and wanted to take over, so we took that guy down. So we'll talk to Tholo.
I'm coming along, just not fast enough. Any word on my people?
Yeah, nope. Not ready to do that. Yeah, so Gale's gonna be doing the every single time. Not ideal. Not ideal.
It greets you with a harrowing elegy, cheerless as the new moon.
That's the darkest moon, by the way. So anyway, one of the reasons that we held off on doing this quest is because this Myconid is going to give us, the Sovereign is going to give us a nice little buff, and we want to do that at the beginning of a long rest so we can make full use of it. The Dwargar are slain.
The music shifts, still melancholic, but now streaked with hope.
Do you hear? A new harmony. Serenity. I name you Peace Bringer.
That's what I always wanted to be called.
Fragrant spores waft through the air. Your heart swells with bliss with your every breath.
Freely you have given to us. Freely you may take. The Guardian Gate is open. Go and claim your reward.
This is really what I wanted right here.
But before this, I have another boon to ask of you. You have cut out the Dwergar blight, but not its source.
In your mind's eye, Spore shows you a drow striding among Myconid dead.
Near. This one is called. He hunted us. Hunt him in turn.
That's a great line.
Bring me his head, and I will know my circle is safe.
It's a simple line, but...
More busy work. That's royalty for you. Everyone's their servant.
Even mushrooms. You're picking up quite the body count. Consider it done. I will bring Nir's head to you.
The drow lurks in the ruins beyond the lake. Bring him death and return.
So this will be another major quest that we have in the area around Grimforge. So we're racking up already quite a number of things to do over in the Grimforge area, up to and including, doing the Grimforge itself. And again, there is a path that goes over to the Shadow Curse lands. All right. So with that, we are going to head back over to. Let's see, what's going to be the quickest one? Probably Joaquin's Rest. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and head towards that direction. We're going to head over towards the Githyanki Kresh. Lots to do in the Githyanki Kresh. And the surrounding area. Jeez. Like the sovereign tastes good on pizza. It's a sentient being. You're not supposed to ask questions like that. That's terrible. That's terrible. I like how they are taking the worst possible path to get over in this direction. Mountain Pass, here we come. Oh, actually, yeah, about to progress. Make sure to tie up any loose ends. So, yeah, this area and the Grimforge area are kind of like Act 1.5 before you actually get to Act 2 in the Shadow Curse lands. And I mean, really, there's actually not too much of a official transition into Act 2, but it's pretty clear when it's Act 2. All right, so. What we're looking at is making sure that there aren't any outstanding quests. We will be able to come back in this direction, but a couple things are going to change. Well, actually, not too many things are going to change. So one of the bigger things is that the Emerald Grove refugees have already left, and that's already happened. All right, find the Githyanki Kresh. That's what we're doing right now. That is not needed. That's for the Githyanki Kresh. Decipher books about Orpheus. We'll get into a little bit of that here in the Githyanki Kresh as well. That artist is in Act 3. Grand Duke is in Act 2. Dwergars, again, are in like Act 1.5, and we'll make our way back that direction. Nir's Head, that's Act 1.5. Act 1.5. Act 1.5. Night Song. Did we head in that direction? I feel like we already did, but doesn't look like it. Search the Cellar. The only thing that we have left on that is Necromancy of Thay. We'll be handling that a lot later. I think that is everything. So this Night Song, I want to take a look at that. So we are going to we're gonna hold off on going here for right now. We'll head over to the. Look at all the dead bodies. Fantastic stuff. So what we are going to be looking for is, if you guys remember from way back when. Oh, holy crud! We did not wipe out the goblin camp. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Jeez. These guys are only level 2, so this is gonna be easy peasy. But still. Gosh. Oh yeah, this guy is a level 1. Yeah. Oh no, and he's doing that thing where he shoots 2. I hate that. I hate that so much. But if you'll notice, okay, so that took up our action. That also took up our bonus action. But oh, actually, speaking of, level 6 is going to be a big level for Astarion because he's going to be able to select a subclass of rogue. So that'll be really nice. Yeah, more genocide time. That is right. So if you notice, I've taken 1 out. I still have my extra attack. And on top of that, I'm going to have a full extra action of 2 more attacks to take out, like, most of these guys again. Ooh, I barely hit on that one. What is that? Where is he getting the acid damage from? Hand crossbow +1. Oh, I need to look for a hand crossbow, actually. But I think Damon has already moved along, so it's going to be kind of hard finding that hand crossbow, but I want that very, very much. Let's see. Where am I getting the acid from? I just don't know. I just don't know. Oh, there we go. Caustic Band. Okay, cool. Cool. Let's see what we got, guys. Up here. Don't know if I'm going to be able to reach that. Yeah, no problem. No problem. I'm not going to waste a port and die on that. And another thing is the first round, Astarion also has this Dread Ambusher ability. But for real, he just about took out everybody in here. And if I had connected on that one shot that I had missed, and if I still had my bonus action, I'd be able to take out almost everybody, if not everybody. Yeah, we'll move over to these. Because they're level 2, I'm going to need a lot more damage output for those level 2s. Just look at that. That's some intensive stuff. Oh, I need to take Find Familiar off. Firebolt. Although, actually, I probably should have shot that guy if I had line of sight to him.
Shall we cut and run?
Alright, let's see here. Yeah, he can get up there. Oh, yeah. Alright, cool. See if we can get this guy blinded. Blinded. Nice. Nice. Alright. Yep. This turns over. Nerdad still has a turn though. Can I jump up there? No. Dumb. Ooh, I should be able to cast Eldritch Bolt though. Eldritch Blast. I am so sorry. I should be able to cast that. Love Eldritch Blast so much. So here is kind of an interesting thing. Eldritch Blast doubles the number of blasts that you can fire whenever you hit level 5, but it is not level 5 Warlock. It is just level 5. I don't know why that is the case, but it's an awesome case. So yeah, really happy about that. All right, let's loot all these for their probably hyper important gear. Not that thing at all. Look at all the good stuff here. We're just gonna jump right up there. Oh, or we're gonna climb the ladder. All right, fine. What is that? There's a mushroom up here too. That'll be nice, I guess. Your dad just can't jump like he used to.
Light on my feet.
Yeah, what is his strength at? 14. Yeah. Ridiculous. I might want to give him a hill giant potion instead of bloodlust. It is nice. Of course, whenever I am full on Sorlock, not Sorlock, Sorkaden, it might be really nice to have more strength, because the idea with the Sorkaden is because of the sorcerer, you have a lot of spell slots that you can expend on Smite, and Smite is awesome. Awesome, awesome. Look at all the stuff to loot, guys. Nothing like empty vases. Love it. Love it. So yeah, this is fascinating. Didn't really take care of a lot of stuff. Like, I wonder. No, it looks like we did take care of most stuff. It was just the welcoming party that was in the front hallway. Everything else is dead, it looks like. Breathe the deep nose. Looks like there is an Underdark entrance somewhere around there. I am going to check that out. Actually, I think that's what I should be checking out anyway, now that I'm thinking about it. So let's see. Oh, look at that silver tree. What is over here that it's saying I can go in there? Oh, that's right. There's a hidden passage or something in this direction. Right. Well, regardless, let's go this way, because I'm pretty sure. Yeah. There's a rocky crevice in there too. Not super curious about that rocky crevice. I'm pretty sure it just goes down. Where am I going? Okay, there we go. I figured it out, you guys. I found out what's going on. Don't you worry. So there's always like a gel that you can go to, or that you will go to, if you get caught stealing. I'm kind of wondering what the jail is down here. But yeah, check this out. I did not do this puzzle. What am I doing? I might have a lot of stuff to do in the Underdark. So this puzzle is pretty simple. You just need to get all of the black dots onto this one location here. Not too bad. Oh, I was hoping that Nerdad would spin around with it as he clicked on it. I'm disappointed. What if there's anything else in here that I need to
This goes very far down. We'll have to go in to see the bottom.
Let's see. Anything lootable in here? Does not look like it. Come on. Go down. So, for what it's worth, this is another entrance into the Underdark, and it does lead us into the Temple of Selûne that is down there in kind of like the southeast corner. So we'll go ahead and take that down. And yeah, I've already looted everything in here, but going in this specific direction, I believe, should update that quest. Find the Night Song. We solved a puzzle in the Goblin Camp, revealing a secret passage that leads underground. Not totally sure how to progress.
What's inside
that quest? Basically, the next step in the quest is, yeah, trail went cold in the Underdark. Where can it be? Yeah, the answer that it could be in Act 2. Spoilers. Alright. So, at very least, we took care of a puzzle that we hadn't done before. So, great. Oh, and we also killed goblins in that entry hall. So, absolutely worth the sidetrack. Alright, now back to this thing over here. That is one of the nice things about being on a cliff, is you can see forever away, and you can just click way off and let your party make its dandy, slow little way over there. Forgotten that? Yeah, I sure have. And again, the pathing is a little bit weird just because it doesn't consider vertical surfaces to have any distance at all, which, I mean, that's awesome. That actually is a little bit different than what it is in D&D, because, you know, you actually have to use up movement speed in order to climb up and down surfaces. But the cool thing in this is that those surfaces don't cost anything, but that does mean that the pathing doesn't consider it to be distance, so that means that sometimes you'll have to go a little bit longer way. Alright. Act 1.5. Here we go. It is worth noting, like, this artwork right here is artwork of this area that we're going into. This is one of my favorite areas in the game. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Alright, and right out of the gate, there's some suspicious stuff with that flaming fist helmet. That's right on the ground. Lots of rope.
Time to press ahead.
Gotta check every nook and cranny just in case there's a dirt mound, you guys. Sorry, you people. Oh, I should have just moved into the mountain pass and gotten that waypoint. Herp-a-derp. You know, there is stuff that you can grab out of these crates and stuff that, you know, is worth selling, but for the most part, it's like heavy 1 gold items, which is unfortunate. But gotta be thorough, right? Got to be thorough. Yeah, it's just a bunch of this, like, rotten food. This fruit basket did have, like, 3 oranges, which is nice. Is worth noting.
Blessed be you, pilgrim. Take respite now in the dawn's loving gaze.
It's worth noting that we are going to see if Shadowheart can get that. We are going to be switching out one of our characters for Lae'zel, just because there is a lot of stuff that needs to happen in this area, and it'll.
Blessed be you, pilgrim.
Yeah.
Take
Let's see if
respite now in the dawn's
Shadowheart
loving
can get
gaze.
this. Oh, that was a one-time only thing. All right, okay. Yeah, lots of stuff going on with Lae'zel in this area, so we will definitely be selecting her. And we'll be removing Shadowheart because I swear Shadowheart and Lae'zel in the same party will just about blow each other up.
A friendly face. Oh,
I like her armor.
You are a sweet, sweet blessing, my dear. You know, I've had nothing but trouble all day. I've been accosted, chased, insulted.
Oh,
Look
no.
over there. Do you see that wretched little hive?
It looks like a temple. Sure. Lady, I'm busy. What do you want?
Oh, it certainly looks that way. But inside, it is swarming with brutish, stupid, rude Githyanki. They have the audacity to call that hole a creche, as if it weren't actually a murderous training camp. Honestly, I was doing them a favor offering to buy one of their eggs. And how am I repaid? Attacked act and run off like some transient.
It's like, why would you expect anything else? Like, the Githyanki are the most territorial, protective people, like, ever. It's like, yeah, I'd like to buy one of your pre-offspring. You tried to buy one of their children? Yep.
What? No, of course not. I was merely... Well... Look, it's just an egg. The Society of Brilliance asked me to acquire one of their roe so they can incubate it and, once it hatches, raise the spawn in their tradition. The Society believes a Githyanki raised in a peaceful, nurturing environment can overcome its violent nature. Hogwash, of course. A Githyanki can no more rise above its nature than gnomes can fly.
Yeah, so there is a good amount of racism in the Forgotten Realms. A lot of it, like your main races don't ever experience it because they're so intermixed and everything. Like dwarves, elves, humans, halflings, even gnomes are totally fine. But a lot of the times, if you play like a tiefling or one of the Underdark variants of some of those races, dungeon masters will actually let you know beforehand, or sometimes they won't, that there might be some difficulty with playing that race. Like one of my favorite D&D characters was a winged tiefling wizard, which from level 1 they can fly, which is awesome. It is a very, very strong race. But it was a tiefling, and a winged tiefling at that, so had to deal with that. It's just, the racism is just part of Dungeons and Dragons, apparently. Violence is taught, not inherited. You don't need to steal a child to know that. Some things are in our blood, only a fool would deny that. Well, you failed to get the egg, so I guess we'll never know. With a pure will and great courage, anyone can rise above their nature. I'm totally picking that one.
You've been sipping from the same goblet as the Society. Perhaps you'd be willing to help then, to prove your point. They may have chased me away, but surely the Gith would welcome a person with such sympathetic views to their creche. And once inside, you could simply purloin an egg.
She's not a good person.
You'll be well
She's not a good
compensated, of
person.
course. Just bring me an egg.
Let's see. Fine, but I want payment. Sounds good. I'm in. Do you have any equipment worth trading? What you suggest is revolting. I won't let you do this. I actually do want to steal that Githyanki egg, but for other reasons. So I'm not getting involved in this. I like to collect quests, but I always feel bad about this one.
You'd have become rather rich had you the proper sense.
I doubt that.
Should you change your mind, you know where to find me. Have you given any more thought to the retrieval of that Githyanki egg?
Yeah, so Funnystein, if you so you can retrieve the egg with Lae'zel in your party, and she won't really do anything, but if you sell that Githyanki egg to Lady Esther, she will straight up just leave the party and be done with you. Let's see. Do you have anything worth trading?
I might have a few trinkets worth a glance.
There are actually some pretty critical things that she has got that we are totally going to obtain. So, blindness, dark vision, hypnotic pattern, I don't think I have. But I am gonna check real quick. Yeah, he's already got it. Okay. So yeah, we don't need that, but again, other really cool. Yeah.
I might have a few trinkets.
So let's check this out. We have got a cacophony. I was thinking that had reverberation somewhere, but it doesn't look like it. Yeah, no reverberation. Hoppy, it's just a pick with a +1, which is actually kind of odd. Oh, no, it does not. It actually has an extra attack. Some of these special unique items instead of having like something up here that is like a special characteristic of it, it will actually have an additional attack or whatever. So like in this case, smash into a foe, wounding them and healing your own injuries. On a hit, you heal 1 to 6 HP. And you deal additional necrotic damage equal to your proficiency bonus. So pretty cool, pretty cool. Not something I'm gonna do. Graceful Cloth is absolutely something that I want. It is crazy expensive though. So the Graceful Cloth, what this is it increases your dex score by 2, which is awesome. Oh, yeah, to a maximum of 20. So right off the bat, this is technically an 11 AC piece of cloth, because again, you're raising your dex by 2, which gives you another +1 to your AC. And I'll come back to this in a second. Nimble as a cat, you gain a +1 bonus to dexterity saving throws and increase your jump distance by 5 feet. So dex saving throws are one of the most important saving throws in the game, so a +1 bonus to them. Awesome. This is in addition to increasing your dex score by 2. So this one piece of clothing will actually increase your dexterity saving throws by 2, which is fantastic again. Increasing your jump distance by 5 feet. 5 feet is not a huge amount, but it is really good if you are a sniper and need just a little extra oomph to get where you need to be. However, this is what makes this piece of clothing incredible. So Cat's Grace is the dex version of Enhance Ability, which is a level 2 spell, and it is a concentration spell, so it means it's easily broken. But this right here, this clothing just gives you Cat's Grace. So what this does is it gives you advantage on dexterity checks, and you only take half damage from falling. Advantage on dexterity checks is awesome. And let me explain to you why it is so awesome. So, if you enjoy stealing everything that is around you, all of those thefts, all those sleight of hand checks are dexterity checks, and that means that you'll have advantage on that. So if you have a super high sleight of hand modifier, which Astarion does, and any rogue does if they have the right equipment and they're this current level, there is always that 1 in 20 chance that you're going to roll a natural 1 and do a critical failure, which 1 in 20 is pretty brutal. But if you have advantage on your sleight of hand check, then that 1 in 20 chance becomes a 1 in 400 chance. And it's even better if you are a halfling, because I believe that will make it so that it is 1 in 8,000, which is awesome. I mean, going to prison is not too big of a deal, but it is frustrating because you have to sit there. You have to first get out of prison, then you have to sit there until you're cleared and you can actually get in front of guards again, and then you have to go to the vendor who has a decreased attitude towards you, and then you also have to sit there while the vendor, because the vendor is going to be suspicious of you, and it takes a few minutes for the vendor to not be suspicious and turn back around so that you can steal from them. Really annoying. Boots of Elemental Momentum, another really good set of boots. Whenever the wearer deals acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder damage with a spell or cantrip, they gain momentum for 2 turns, plus you get athletics. And athletics means jumping. Jumping is always really good. And momentum is extra movement speed, which is nice. I will be grabbing these. Boot, gloves of baneful striking. Let's see. Yeah, whenever you deal damage with a weapon attack, the target receives a -1 to 4 penalty to its saving throws against your next spell. This is kind of good for, like, call it clerics, paladins, things that are going to be dealing that sort of damage and then casting almost immediately. I usually try to have people specialize, so I don't have them mixing too much between spell casting and melee stuff. So I'm gonna pass on that for right now. Your unarmed attacks deal an additional 1 to 4 fire damage. These are actually really good for a monk, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab these just in case I want to multi-class, or not multi-class, respec somebody into monk. And Winter's Clutches, when the wearer deals cold damage, inflict 2 turns of Encrusted with Frost upon the target. And Encrusted with Frost, they get disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. And if you manage to stack those up into 7 stacks, they have to save a Constitution saving throw or become frozen. They do take half damage on a successful saving throw, which 1 to 4 cold damage is not that big of a deal. Affected entity, when you're frozen, the affected entity is utterly enameled in ice and incapacitated. If it is dealt bludgeoning, thunder, or force damage, the ice shatters, ending the condition. It will do a good amount of damage, and incapacitated is a wonderful status effect because that means that they cannot do anything, and when they're incapacitated, I believe that melee attacks are automatic criticals as well. So really, really cool. If you want to go with like more of a winter, or sorry, like an ice wizard, it's pretty good, which eventually I might do that. Might do that with Gil. All right, periaptive wound closure. When you're downed, you automatically stabilize at the start of the turn. This is pretty cool. I probably won't use it too terribly much, though. I'll grab it anyway, because, you know, that's what I do is I grab stuff. I might grab the Baneful Striking just in case. That penalty to saving throws is kind of nice if I do want to go in that direction. And Cacophony and Hoppy. Yeah, I'll go ahead and grab that. I mean, heck, I can always steal my gold right back. Okay.
Happy, are we? Very well, then.
I can always steal my gold back with the, using the armor that I just bought from her. So the one disadvantage of this is that it is going to decrease my AC a little bit, which, okay, it's so worth it for so many other reasons. But doink. I'm sorry, Bud doink. One issue that I do have with this is it looks so stupid. I hate the way this armor looks, so I'm gonna flip over to his camp stuff. And so if you notice, we now have 20 decks, which is exactly where you want to be with a rogue. Rogues are one of the few classes that you can focus on one ability score entirely and be totally fine. Get all the stuff over here. Oh, and I wanted to show you guys why I like this area so much. Just look how cool that looks. It's really awesome. Incidentally, this is the area where we are headed. This is the temple, kind of at the end of the road for all this. But I love this little like shrine, I guess, off in the middle of nowhere. I mean, I don't know why everybody built some stuff like out in the middle of nowhere, but it looks cool anyway. I mean, I guess if you wanna ask that question, like over in Greece, there's a place called Meteora where they built like, you should check it out. It's incredible. It's a monastery that is literally built on like a pillar of stone, like a pillar of natural rock. I mean, just straight up. It goes way high up, and I believe, somebody correct me if I'm wrong. In the comments, leave a comment that talks about how wrong I am. I believe that they raised that thing or built that thing because a monk was like, hey, yeah, let's build something right here. And he like brought up like basically all the materials from a bucket that was lifted by rope up to him, and he just built it. And it's incredible. Oh, yep.
Can't risk being an open view.
So we have here, oh geez, there's a guy walking actually. There's a guy walking. Oh no!
Light on my feet.
Whoops. Oh, there's the bird. Okay. Well, at least everybody's in combat now, so that'll at least give us a little bit of time. All right, these guys are actually pretty rough. And we're gonna have to deal with him here in a second. They are level 6, so this is going to be a pretty rough fight for my level 5ers. So we'll see how this goes. In fact, I'm gonna quick save just because I don't feel super good about this. All right, so there are a bunch of ghouls in this area. The ghouls in this area have pretty significant resistances. Like basically all weapon damage is going to be resisted by them. Of course, they're immune to poison because they're undead. So nothing too surprising with the ghouls right here. I will try to take those guys out with magic as much as I can, just again because of how much they resist damage. The problem are these Death Shepherds. These Death Shepherds, there are 2 of them, I believe. Level 6ers, they have a whole mess of temporary HP, plus 42 HP to begin with. But it's these, and if you look, they're resistant to like everything. In fact, I think it literally is everything. Yeah. They also have like super high wisdom, super high con, like pretty high dex. So like most of your saving throws are gonna be ineffective against them. But here's the nasty stuff. So allies within 30 feet are resistant to bludgeoning, slashing, and piercing. This is why those ghouls are as resistant as they are, is because they have this aura from the Death Shepherds. And Deathly Miasma grants the affected entity 20 temporary hit points. That's where the temp hit points are coming from here. When the affected entity has temporary hit points, it is resistant to all damage except radiant damage and cannot be turned. Okay, so radiant damage still hurts them. I'm glad that we have Shadowheart in the party. But, so yeah, what we have to do is take out the temporary hit points on both of the Death Shepherds, and then we can start, like, burning them down as much as we possibly can, so that all of the ghouls around them don't have this resistance to bludgeoning, slashing, and whatever. So, alright. They also have really high AC, which is crazy. So here is another issue, is that these guys are undead. The ghouls are obviously undead. So as long as there are 2 of these guys up, even if they don't have temporary hit points, they are still going to make themselves resistant to bludgeoning, slashing, and piercing damage. So it is going to be a little hard to take both of these guys down. So here we go. So Bird is in combat. Let's go ahead and get Astarion as close as we can right now. Man, I am not going to want to... Kind of bummed out that the ghoul is first. He should be able to take this guy out by himself. But what we're going to do is we are... Oh, actually, Nerdad is a warlock, so he's going to be able to do a good amount of damage from a distance with Eldritch Blast. But... Yeah, we're going to do that. And this guy is in range, so... But doink. Yep, that was pretty good. He's way far back in the initiative count. That stinks. Alright, I don't want to bring Shadowheart into the fray until... Oh, actually, she does not have Guiding Bolt. Yeah, that makes sense. Should have looked at that before I got into the fight, huh? That's fine. That's fine. Let's see what she does have. Man, did these guys... Yeah, they have great swords. Yeah. No, not haste. What are you doing? I am probably going to want to do command on these guys just to have them drop those great swords. Those are going to be really brutal. What it comes down to is I have to pull out a lot of stops during this fight. Okay. Let's see, what else does she have that'll be useful? Chromatic Aura. It might actually be time to break out some lightning stuff here. Yeah, I think it's time. I think it's time. Let's see what she can do. I can't see the, I can't see the beam. Oh no, that's not quite the length. Oh, actually the guy is sitting on a hill, so it's not gonna make it. So I'm going to hold off. I'm going to let her go a little bit later. We'll see if we can't nuke something with her special ability. Actually, it would be nice if I could get a couple of people with her special ability. All right, Gale. Familiar, I left that out. Dumb. I do have Bone Chill, though. Bone Chill is nice. It does prevent people from healing, so that makes it a really useful spell. But if you take a look, undead targets will have disadvantage on attack rolls. So this is, I'm going to be pulling this out quite a bit here. In fact, I might do this just right the heck now. Yeah. Which, hey, killed him. That's great. All right. Astarion, you are up, my guy. And we are definitely going to try to take out this guy right here. It's outside normal range. That stinks. But you know what? He does have that cool little cat's grace thing, so that is going to have advantage. So let's see if he gets noticed. Yeah. Ensnaring strike. Luck of the Far Realms this. No, I'm burning a spell slot on this, so we'll hold on that. I did save against that. That's fine. That's fine. It's fine. This guy is going to be pretty hard to hit, though. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. That actually took out his temporary hit points, which is fantastic. Yeah, he's going to miss this one. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. What did I burn my bonus action on? Oh, on casting this. Okay. Fine. Ensnaring Strike is a really, really good spell. Again, Ensnare is a fantastic, really, really good condition to inflict on enemies. It does damage over time, and then it grants advantage to basically anything that wants to attack it, and then its attack rolls also have advantage. Really, really good thing. So that makes Ensnare really useful, but the problem is right now it does use up a bonus action, and before level 6 Astarion, it just doesn't have the bonus actions to spare. Alright. These guys are probably immune to blinded, but we'll see what happens. Actually, I don't know if I want to move him up yet. I don't know, do you guys think the Raven is male or female? I shouldn't have said him. I mean, we don't know if it's male or female.
Cloak and dagger. My favorite.
I'm still going to hold off on getting Shadowheart in there. Let's move her off to the shadows. Okay.
The lance board is set.
Gale done with his turn. Oh, that's the Raven. I do like that they're having to burn their... Oh, that's right. Oh my gosh. So here's another thing with these Death Shepherds. They can bring stuff right back with half max health. Oh, this fight is the worst. I think that was them getting in range of Shadowheart. Yep, Shadowheart's in combat now. Dang it, I didn't pull her back far enough. But notice how everybody is bunched up there on Gale. Oh no! Whoops. Shouldn't have had Gale in front. That may have been a critical error. But you know what I can do?
Can't even catch my breath.
Is catch my breath. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. I'm going to put some poison on. Oh.
Have to keep going.
He's out of bonus actions. Great. See, Shadowheart, I can't do anything with you now because you're all. Yeah. Guess I can't jump up there, and I could. I'm afraid of hitting Nerdad. I really am. But you know what? Let's do it. Let's get a lightning bolt right through there. So okay, this is the thing that I love about this build. Well, here, let me just show you. But I have 4 guys in range right now. Get any more? No, looks like 4 guys. Let me make sure that Nerdad is not in range. Okay, cool. So okay, here's the great thing. She can do Destructive Wrath. What this does is it will deal maximum damage on a lightning spell. So we're definitely doing that. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. See how that completely nuked everybody in there. Like that is really, really potent. I mean, check this out. Check this out. Let me pull up this right here. So, all right. We did have the ghouls succeed on a saving throw. Gosh, yeah, but still 24 lightning damage. The Death Shepherd took 48 lightning damage, as well as this one ghoul down here. But it just completely nuked all 4 of these guys. No questions asked. Which, awesome. Awesome, awesome. What is Electric Veins? What is that? Where did that come from? Lightning charge. What's going on here? Electric Veins. What is Electric Veins? If anybody knows what Electric Veins is, put a comment down below or send me a message in the chat. Okay, here is the other really cool thing with Shadowheart, if I can find it, is she has this tempestuous magic, which lets her fly as a bonus action, but I can't find... Oh, it's fly as a bonus action. And I used up my bonus action, dang it all. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I don't mind. I don't mind at all. Okay. Where are we at now? Oh, this is herb. Jeez. Not rolling super well today. I don't want him to have the opportunity to attack on the bird. I will risk it with Gale, though. As much as I don't like doing that. Although Bone Chill... You know what? I can just do Shock and Grasp. That should work out fine. And get him the heck out of here. But you know what? I do absolutely need to take care of this guy before he starts raising all of these freaking ghouls back over again. So we need to consider that. Yep. And I will not do anything. I will not do anything. All right, let me fly out of the way here. And Astarian's turn. I might try to blow another ensnaring strike against that guy up there. Yeah. Actually, are these guys in range? Not even close in range. Okay. Ranged attack, and here we go. Nope. Hey, nice. And here we go. So, again, instant advantage. Awesome stuff. And I'm going to do a piercing shot to blow that right now. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do Luck of the Far Realms. Yeah, I'm going to blow the port and die as well. I'll do 15. Yeah. It's still got so much HP though. Okay. What is Reach from Beyond? What does that do? See, defile a target with Merkel's decaying magic and chill them. Cannot regain hit points. Oh, okay. So this is basically bone chill. But yeah, I don't care about that. I don't care about that. Haha, 1 HP. Nah, nah, nah. Alright. Let's give me... Yeah, it's disadvantage. That's still 81% chance to hit, though. That's cool. Yep. Let's burn this guy down. Yeah. Let's go attack this guy. Incidentally, I got that extra attack from the Elixir of Bloodlust and killing that guy. Oh, no, I'm not gonna use... Yeah, let me use Divine Smite. This is another really cool thing about the Warlock Paladin mix. Is so Divine Smite, really good spell. That's what I use most of my spell slots for whenever I've got a Paladin. But the thing is you can use your Warlock spell slots for this, which automatically level up as you level up your Warlock side of things. And they come back on short rest, which means that you have a steady stream of Smite spell slots for Smite. And oh, this is a full-on Ghast. I did not realize that. Should have hexed him first if I had known that. I thought this was going to instantly kill him. Perhaps I should pay more attention in the future. What do you guys think? Maybe I should do that? Sounds good. Cool. I did say something about having him drop his weapon. I think I'm going to do that whenever it gets a little bit closer, though. Okay. Do have another lightning bolt that I can use. So the one disadvantage with this spec that that Shadowheart has is that whole thing that makes you do max damage is once per day. So she's awesome once per day. And actually, once she has Luck of the Far Realms, that allows you to crit with all of that damage. So it's maximum damage plus a crit. Just insane damage once per day. Sorry, I did that flourish outside of the camera. Once per day. There we go. That was much better, right? Okay. I think I am going to go ahead and lightning the crap out of this guy, then. And so it's now electrocuted. That means it's standing on electrified ground. It is going to take like basically electric damage over time, and it is ensnared, so it should actually stay in that electrified damage and take a little bit of damage over time, which is just great. I also give Shadowheart some lightning charges, which are really good. All right, Crow. Oh, that's right. There's a stinking cloud there. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that there. So this guy does put out a stinking cloud around him. So let's see. That is going to nauseate everybody, which means that they can't take action. So I have to be really careful with that. Saber Defiance Aura. Oh. Whatever. Advantage against Turn Undead. I don't use Turn Undead too often. Maybe I should. Alright, Astarion. This is your time to shine, man. So we're gonna go ahead and bonus action this guy, because... So Astarion does a little bit less than 20 damage. If we are lucky, this Hunter's Mark will allow him to kill this guy in one shot. It's always a question of, do I want to hex something or just take the bonus action attack? And it really comes down to how long is this thing going to be up. So Me casting Hex on this guy, or not Hex, Hunter's Mark on this guy, not super useful, but I can recast it over on Big Guy here in a little bit. Although Big Guy's gonna go down here soon anyway. So what I'm trying to say is, doing Hunter's Mark right there was a terrible idea. Except when it automatically kills him. That's fantastic. So now Astarion has an extra attack that he can use against Jerkwad over here. And extra action and extra action. Yes! Awesome. That actually went really smoothly. Yeah, so the main damage types in D&D are bludgeoning, piercing, slashing, and Chang. Thanks, Malata. So we'll go ahead and loot all of this stuff right here. So I was expecting this this fight, but I was expecting this fight, but was not expecting the fight in the Goblin Camp or the Goblin Temple or whatever you want to call that thing. So this was a 2-fight night. How about that, you guys? I don't know what the arrows are for, but I'm grabbing them anyway. Dang it! Ah, somebody killed the squirrel. Can you speak with dead if you have Potion of Animal Speaking in place and you cast Speak with Dead on a squirrel? All right, I was doing all that with the star, and I probably shouldn't have done that. Actually, what I was hoping was that this would be enough to put me over to 6, but we're just barely short, barely short. Let's do latest, and let's take a look at this note here. All right, here we go. This is some major Act 2 stuff. Duke Ravengard is to be delivered, unharmed or mostly so, immediately. Moonrise Towers cannot fulfill its destiny until the Duke has been delivered. Those who succeed will be rewarded, and those who fail will face first my wrath, then Gortash's, then mine again. General Ketherick Thorm.
The Absolute's forces have taken Duke Ravengard to Moonrise Towers. A powerful asset. Just what are their intentions, I wonder?
So Funnystein, I totally will. Oh, this is. Was that everything? Yeah. Let me get all this heavy stuff off of Astarion. You guys notice I'm actually saying Astarion correctly for the most part. I'm pretty proud of myself. Okay. Who has Speak with Dead? I believe that is the magic touch. Yeah. Yeah, let's talk to this guy. And Kale looks great with those green eyes and like all that crazy armor and the little circlet.
You lifelessly.
Cool. All right, where did these undead come from?
I summoned them.
Jerk.
To fight against Githyanki. Attack.
Oh, he says Githyanki.
Buy time for the others to escape with Ravengard.
I can't imagine that Peter would have a problem with me speaking with dead squirrels. I mean, it's bringing the squirrel, like, or at least the squirrel corpse, back to life for a second, so I can, you know. I mean, it's already. I don't know. Don't pour red paint all over my fur coat. Why did the Githyanki attack you?
Stumbled upon them. Interrupted training.
Ooh, you do not want to do that with Githyanki.
Carrying out Orders for General Thorn.
Man, this guy is squeezing out every single word. Yeah, so 2 things you do not do with Githyanki is steal their eggs and interrupt their training. Who is General Thorn?
Leader of true souls.
Foreshadowing,
Chosen
guys.
of the Absolute.
Let's see. That may have been question number 4. We already know that Duke Ravengard is on his way to Moonrise Tower, so let's do this one. What does the Absolute want with Duke Ravengard?
The corpse remains silent.
Ah,
It does not
dumb.
know.
Oh, I do have another one. Yes.
The corpse remains silent.
Oh.
It does not know.
I mean, that makes sense. Why would it know? I feel like that was way more than 5. Somebody go back in time and count for me and put it in the comments down below. I guess it's just because this guy is like speaking so slow. It felt like 5. All right, who are you?
Samuel Starksford.
It's a cool name.
Devoted servant of the Absolute.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
What a jerk. All right. Okay, here we go. Recast on the... Aw, can't target bees. Ridiculous. I'm very upset about that. All right, with that, you guys, we're going to go ahead and end for the night. Oh, no, we're going to talk to this Githyanki youth. And then we can... Okay, cool. Oh my gosh, there's another dead Githyanki youth up here. I'm not getting distracted. This is important. All right, if you guys take a look, there is this big, huge path going down, down, down. And look how shadowy is over there. Actually, they did a really good job with this. Like, bright, bright, bright. Shadow. This is the Shadow Curse lands down here. So, if we take this path directly, we'll enter into officially Act 2. But we are still definitely going to take care of the Githyanki. Spoilers. We're going to take care of spoilers down here. It's the Githyanki Crush. If that wasn't clear, it's the Githyanki Crush. So we'll take care of all that next time. And not only that, but there is a pretty significant amount of plot progression that's going to occur involving Gale. But we will take care of that next time. Thank you guys for joining up. I appreciate y'all being here. And we will catch up with this tomorrow at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 6:30 Pacific Time.